Hello, hello. Leslie Urbis here, registered dietitian, and I'm here today to talk to you about the top three things that are going to speed up your metabolism starting right now. Okay, I am super excited about this one because I really want you guys to rev it up and get it back going. All right, so if you are new to me, please either way drop a hashtag live, hashtag replay. Tell me what's going on in your world. How is your day? I'd really love to know. Um, yeah, so anyways, let me just jump right on in, okay? So here's the thing about metabolism that people don't understand is that our metabolism learns from a young age and continues tracking as we get older. Okay. So if when we're really little, we restrict calories, we restrict foods, we restrict things, and we continue to do that as we get older, our body will only go less and less and less and less. Okay. So it's sort of like a phone battery. Oh my God, this is great. I've never thought about this. It's sort of like a phone battery, right? You buy your new phone. It's like, oh, the battery has all this charge. It's working really well. It's doing really well. And just recently, I was like, why does my iPhone seem to not be holding the charge as much? What's going on with my iPhone? I go to the battery health thing, and it literally says that at a certain period of time, your battery life decreases. I was like, I don't think I ever knew this. Probably something that's very common knowledge, just not Leslie knowledge, because I don't keep a lot of those things in my brain. Okay, so the battery health is not there. So what it's saying is that my battery health is about 91%. So it's 9% down from the day that I bought it. So it doesn't hold a charge as much anymore. Very similar to your body. So people will say, well, my metabolism slows down as I age. Do not get me wrong, that is completely true. But what we're thinking as a slowdown is completely different, okay? So let's say you've been a non-dieter your whole life, okay? Non-dieter your whole life. You've eaten what you wanted up until a certain age where you started to see your weight go up, okay? Your metabolism, let's say, needs 2,500 calories a day. You've never dieted. Now, all of a sudden, you start dieting and you bring it down to 1,200, okay? Because so many women do that. Some men even do that. Bring it down to 1,200. Okay, so I drop my calories to 1,200 calories in a day. I've really slowed down what I've eaten. So my metabolism went from 2,500 that I was eating to 1,200. Okay, it will see a loss, but it will eventually catch up and say, okay, wait a minute, she's not meeting our demands anymore. The supply and demand is off. It's sort of like the phone battery. It slows down over time. Okay, now from just that one diet, he or she can shift their metabolism in a negative way. Now, let's say they get the weight loss and then they do it again. They gain the weight back. Okay. So let's say they lose the 10 pounds they wanted to lose, and then all of a sudden they gain it back. Okay. So now we're sitting at, okay, we never dieted. We went from 1,225 to 1,200. Then we went back to where we were. We gained all the weight back. This time we decide to bounce back, but the 1,200 no longer works. So we have to go to 1,150. And then the 1,150 no longer works. So we go to 1,100. So we're dropping the amount of intake we can have of the calories over time, which is causing us to slow down the metabolism over and over and over and over and keep getting a reoccurring decrease of, sorry, my cat's in the way. Thought he would definitely be not doing this anymore, but he is. So I apologize. So we're getting a slowdown of the metabolism over and over, and that's what's causing the issue, okay? So if you were a chronic dieter, imagine doing that starting from the age of like 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. Your metabolism is so much lower that if it was needing 2,500, even in your 30s, you might only be able to get away with 1,200. Imagine in your 60s, your 70s, your 80s. So all of the diet patterns that you have followed along your life have set you up to get to where you are today. So to save your metabolism, we need to rescue it, okay? So the first thing is we need to stop the incessant diet changes. We need to stop the lower of the calories. We need to stop thinking that we have to go from really bad eating to clean eating. These shifts are what is causing us to remain on the roller coaster. I have so many people right now that I know of that are following these things that I'm like, God, I hope you stick with this, because if you don't, in about, I don't know, 2 years, maybe 3 years, maybe 5 years, they're going to be sitting in a position they don't like because they're not going to be able to keep it up anymore because their body, it was not designed for that. Okay. So that's piece number one with your metabolism. Okay. The second thing with metabolism is that I need you to drink enough water. Your body is never going to run efficiently if you don't have enough water. It's sort of like gas. Our cars only get so far with a certain amount of gas. Your body only gets so far with a certain amount of water, but unlike the car, it doesn't stop. It just drags. It lowers the metabolism. It runs systems and processes slower. It burns less calories slower. So you're not getting the results you want. So you must remain hydrated. How many ounces? At least half of your body weight per day. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you divide that by 2 and you get 75 ounces. If you weigh 200 pounds, you divide that by 2, get 100 ounces. Okay. It is in ounces. From pounds to ounces, that's how I'm converting. If you're used to kilograms, you need to take your kilograms, times it by 2.2 to get your pounds, and then divide by 2 to get your ounces. Okay. And you probably won't be using ounces potentially either, but you can convert that one too. Okay. All right. So that is your goal, half of your body weight in ounces. And then the third thing to really do to rescue your metabolism is to go inward. Okay. So I've done this a couple of times now. So what I really want you to do is spend some time with yourself and really think, what actually feels good to me about dieting? Am I really emotionally connected to food? Am I physically unable to say no to foods? Does food have power over me? Have I tried changing my habits multiple times, but I get nowhere? Where are you really at? Like, where's the patterns that you're seeing in your life? Because see, what we do is when we go into to dieting, we just listen to what somebody else did. But that's not listening inward. You know inwardly what you need, but you have to truly believe it and step into that. Okay. So, what I really want you to focus on right now is going inward to listen to what it is that you need in order to succeed. Okay. If you're unsure of that, you need to take your food emotion code quiz and you need to jump on a call with me, a breakthrough call, as I call them. Okay. Breakthrough calls are there for you. They are not a sales call. They are literally a call for me to walk you through what's stopping you and how to know which way to go. Okay. Yes, I do run programs. We've talked about this multiple times. I run self-study programs and I run group programs that are designed for you to get the result that you want. I do one-to-one programs too, but those are for my elite clients, the people that really want to take it to the next level. Okay, so that has a pre-screening and something that really is in depth. Because if you really want to do this and you want it to be one-to-one, you got to be elite. You got to be the top of the top. Okay, you got to be the cream of the crop, ready to get rid of it, not somebody that's just dabbling. Right? We don't dabble. Okay, this is the goal of all this: is that you need to be serious. You need to take yourself seriously. You need to listen inward to yourself. You need to believe in yourself and have faith that this can work. Because if you don't, guess what? It doesn't matter if you follow me or somebody else. You'll still be sitting with no results. Okay. So if you want to know more about what the results look like for clients that I've had in the past, let me know. I can tag you in a video that's all about that. And if you'd like to learn more about, the group program or the breakthrough call that's scheduled for you, I'd love to share. But please feel free to reach out. Let me know. Comment below. Drop a I'd like to know more. Drop a I'd like the video. Whatever it is. Outside of that, if you watched, #live, #replay, and I will see you on my next live. Have a great day.